This week marks 3 years since the 2016 presidential election. Across the country, which side of the political aisle you are on has become a divisive and increasingly difficult topic to discuss, especially if it's with someone you disagree with. One local organization is tackling that challenge head-on by bringing groups from vastly different political parts of the country together. Connecting Point's Ross Lippman introduces us to Hands Across the Hills, where residents from a small county in eastern Kentucky came to visit the residents of Leverett, Massachusetts.
It's absolutely beautiful, colorful. In the beginning, I was imagining a lot more city and maybe even cobblestones.
For us, we've been welcomed and really embraced by the people here. We are in a country that's often fairly divided. I think this is kind of dangerous time in our country. This healing process that happens when people talk honestly face to face is important and rare.
Hands Across the Hills is a grassroots effort to bridge divides in an era of polarization in the United States. Leverett is a country town. It had a brief period of being a hippie haven in the 60s and 70s when the Back to the Land movement started. Right now it's mostly progressive, although I would say there's about 10 or 15% of the population that voted for Trump, maybe even a little more.
Letcher County, Kentucky is on the border of Virginia and about an hour away from the border of West Virginia. And so it is right in the middle of the coal fields, and that's really defined the economy of the area for the last 100 years.
We made an agreement with our friends from Kentucky that if they got themselves here, we would take care of all their expenses. I wanted to have people be together for as many days as possible, and I discovered that 3 days was the most that people would give us, because I know from my international work that if one wants to go deep, one needs time.
Our communities voted up here in Leverett. It appeared that they voted about the same percentage for Clinton that the folks in our home county voted for Trump. And so that was mostly what we kicked around the first time we came. But as we began to learn about each other and come to know each other, that became less of a thing among us. And friendships developed, and we have wound up forming friendships that I believe will last a lifetime.
So you were going to meet 21 members of Hands Across the Hills who are all easily identifiable today. And we have just spent 3 days taking a chance and sitting down a lot and talking a great deal and doing dialogue.
These people have important jobs. They have, they're in college towns and stuff. Do you feel like they really listen to you? Do they really hear what you're saying? And I said with a resounding yes.
We understand that our politics, like all other parts of our lives, are complex. They are rooted in our cultures, our families, and our stories. No matter how monolithic our communities may appear, they include people with many different beliefs. And when we took the time to listen closely, we recognized each other as friends and neighbors.
There's two stats that are worth knowing. The one that a lot of people know, which is almost 80% of the votes from Letcher County in the 2016 presidential election went to Donald Trump. The other stat, which is less known, is that only 35% of registered voters actually showed up to vote at all. And so the idea that everybody there is of one mind is just wrong.
I don't hate anybody that voted for Trump. If I did, I would hate my dad and my grandmother and my grandfather and all of these people in my family who I love dearly.
Every human being needs dignity, no matter what their political belief, what their economic circumstance, what their geographic region. Everyone needs it. And we need to give that to each other.
So now we've got sort of kind of cheerleaders in Leverett, Massachusetts, when we never at all thought that any other part of the country cared about the things that were being done to the folks down home.
I would say everyone that's been a part of these discussions loves the country. And actually, we really like each other.
Surprise.
Please thank our friends from